recent studies show that what women want to talk about more is money. But do we really know how to start the conversation and specifically what to ask? Today we have family, financial, and legal expert Alexis Neely to help us start the conversation at home, the money conversation at home, which is important. Why is it so important, Alexis, for women to be the ones to take the initiative in talking about money?
It's really important because if women aren't taking the initiative, sometimes it won't happen. And we really have to stay informed so that we can make the best decisions for ourselves. For example, I'm thinking back to my own family and my grandmother. She thought everything was taken care of in a long-term marriage. They seemed like they had plenty of money. My grandfather had a business in New York, and she just let him take care of everything. Never had that money conversation with him. Well, he died about 10 years ago, and she's probably going to live another 10 years, and so she's got a 20-year life after his death, and she had no idea what was in place, and it turns out that there wasn't enough in place for her, and she only found out when it was too late. Had she had the money conversation a lot earlier with him, maybe they could have done something about it together. Similar situation with my mom. She thought, well, my dad will just take care of everything. Well, when she was in her 40s, they got divorced, and she barely got any child support, any alimony, and she was left on her own to take care of her 2 girls and take care of all of the money decisions by herself. And that's happening far too often today. We need to be prepared to take care of ourselves financially.
You even say that it's important to do that if you're the breadwinner or not. And
absolutely.
Women sometimes, are making more than their husbands
are. So I took those experiences and I said, I'm never going to depend on a man. I became the breadwinner in my family. But in the same situation, because my husband was not the breadwinner, we really didn't have the money conversations. He just let me take care of everything. But you know what? That wasn't good for him either, because then sometime later we did go through a divorce, and because he didn't have the financial know-how or know what was going on in our financial situation, he wasn't in a really good position to be able to enter into those divorce negotiations informed and from a smart perspective.
So what do you do if he's not willing, a husband or a boyfriend is not willing to talk about this? Because some people are just kind of like, it's off limits.
It's a red flag issue. And if your husband or your boyfriend isn't willing to talk about it, hopefully he's your boyfriend and not your husband yet, because then you say, I'm not getting married here. But if he is your husband, if you're married now, you really need to approach it from the perspective of, honey, this is something that we have to talk about together. I cannot continue in the marriage to be ignorant about our family finances. I need to feel like I'm in the driver's seat. Even if I'm not the breadwinner, I need to feel as if I have some control for my own financial well-being.
Okay, we're running out of time, but I have to ask you these 2 things here. Is it important for women to have bank accounts in their own name?
Yes, absolutely. Have a bank account in your own name, have credit cards in your own name, so that if anything does happen to him, you've got your own credit, you've got your own bank accounts. And here's where you start. Start with a family financial freedom notebook. And start just keeping records of everything, how much money is coming into the house, how much is going out, your mortgage, your bills, your utilities, how much life insurance you've got, how much retirement savings you've got for the whole family. Keep it all in a notebook so that if anything happens, you grab that notebook and you've got financial freedom.
We know what could happen. That's the first step that you should take as well, too. Thank you. A lot of good information in there. We appreciate it.
Thanks for